We've all walked the streets, shopped at stalls, and maybe even slapped Travis out of a panic from time to time. But Diamond City has its secrets, and today we're cracking them open. Without further ado, here are some secrets about Diamond City that you may have missed. Now, this first one is more like an honorable mention, but still cool nonetheless. While walking through Diamond City, you can still find the bases laying on the ground just as they were 200 years ago. And if the player decides to run all of the bases, you can actually unlock a cool achievement called Homerun. Now, I've been playing Fallout 4 since its release, and even I didn't even know this existed until doing research for this video. I guess it just goes to show the small tiny details Bethesda is willing to put in for the player. Next up, Arturo. We all know him as the Diamond City gun dealer, but what don't we know about him? Arturo the weapons dealer knows way too much about pre-war tech. He claims he's just a fan, but some believe he might be an escaped Institute engineer hiding in plain sight. Now, doing a little research on the Fallout wiki, we get to know a little bit of Arturo's background. Arturo grew up with his father, who was the previous owner of his weapon shop until he took it over as the owner sometime prior to October 2277. By that time, Arturo also became a father, raising his daughter, Nina Rodriguez. Another detail that I thought was worth mentioning is, after completing the quest In Sheep's Clothing, regardless on whether Mayor McDonough was killed or allowed to leave, Arturo will laminate the fact that he sold the former mayor the exact same gun that the mayor used to threaten Geneva and potentially attack the sole survivor. Digging in a little deeper on Arturo's background, you can find that he's actually allied with the Railroad, which, as we all know, is the complete opposite of the Institute. Now, the reasons why Arturo is allied with the Railroad is still unknown. However, in my opinion, that only furthers the theory that he's an escaped Institute engineer, or at least has a big hate for the Institute. Why that is, well, that's still up to speculation. Next up, the Power Noodles robot is way too smart. Now, entering Diamond City, right smack down in the middle, is the market, and right in the middle of that is Takahashi's noodle shop. If the player chooses to interact with Takahashi, he only says one phrase. Now, I'm not gonna say it and butcher it, but you've obviously played Fallout and you know what he says. Apparently, Takahashi's one phrase actually means, "What would you like?" But his systems are incredibly complex, and some cut content suggests Takahashi was actually once fully functional and might have been reprogrammed by someone in Diamond City. Which leaves us with the question, was Takahashi really reprogrammed, or is he just a man of few words? Next up, Diamond City security guards cannot be trusted. If the player decides to hang around city security, you'll overhear some pretty shady conversations. One even talks about how they lost someone in the night, but were told to keep quiet. It's one of the many clues that the synth paranoia isn't just paranoia. On top of that, if you decide to do the side missions for Nick Valentine's detective agency, some of the guards will actually critique you for doing their job for them. Which, again, leaves us with the question, is Diamond City security hiding something, or are they just incompetent? It also leads us to the question, if the Diamond City mayor can get replaced by the Institute, then who's to say that the guards haven't already been replaced as well? Well, unfortunately, looking around the security offices, I wasn't able to find anything out of the ordinary. So I guess for now, it's just up to speculation. Alright, this next one is a bit more of an Easter egg than a mystery, but still cool nonetheless. If the player decides to look in the back stands in the back of Diamond City, you may see a singular red chair. This chair actually represents the real-life red chair in Fenway Park. The lone red seat at Fenway Park commemorates a home run hit by Ted Williams in 1946, which landed in seat 21, row 37 of section 42. The seat was then painted in the 80s by the late Red Sox owner Haywood Sullivan to honor Williams' historic hit. Next up, Diamond City actually has bounty boards that you can collect. Around the city, the player will be able to find 2 bounty boards, the first of which is located just on the wall of Mo Cronin's baseball shop. And the second one you can find is right on the wall when you walk into the Dugout Inn. This is another thing that even I haven't noticed, and I've been playing Fallout 4 since the game's initial release. So, next time you find yourself in Diamond City looking for caps, you know where to go. Well, that's all we have for today, folks. If you did enjoy this video, please consider giving it a like. And consider hitting that subscribe button if you enjoy lore videos and things of the sort. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more of these types of videos. Bethesda and Bethesda games in general have always been one of my favorites in gaming, so I really do like making these types of videos. Anyways guys, thank you for joining me on this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Jack Rants out.